In Lakshmi's Wizards of Time, my name is Swami Satyanand. I'm a Dreamspell reader, and this is a podcast, Mayan Queens, that is devoted to the queens and episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17 this time. And in this episode, we're recapping episode 3, the Sewing Challenge. And this is a historical challenge. There are a lot of important stuff that happened on this episode, and we're going to take it one by one. First of all, we're going to talk about Lana's Secret Alliance Easter egg that you could have probably missed. I spoke about it on the previous episode. Then about Jules and Onya's conflict, of course, about how real it is. Then what's the significant meaning of conflict of Lexi Love and Hormona. And also, of course, we're going to talk about a little bit about the eliminated queen and about both of the bottom queens. So let's begin. First and foremost, Lana, on the previous episode, Lana was saying that there are alliances, there are agreements that she has to maintain, and she put her sister Jules on the third place. So there was someone missing on the second place, and we see that this probably could be Lydia, because Lana is the only person that put her in the second place. So I suggest that there is probably a secret alliance between Lydia and Lana that we don't see yet, but maybe we will see it in the future. So next, I want to talk about so-called conflict between Jules and Onya, and about how real is it. So Jules is being very helpful to Onya, and then after a while, Onya steals her knickknacks. So what was there?
Juju thinks I stole her ring. I do not steal. Is that yours? It is now, bitch. Oh, Raven, you never learn.
So this is the relationship of a serpent. Serpent is very altruistic. Serpent is about going against your instinct of survival in order to help other people. Often it is like this. The negative side of the serpent is being sacrificial, but also this is the intelligence of your reptilian brain. This is understanding that if you are being helpful to other people, this is beneficial to you. You need the alliances, you need happy people around yourself, all of that. So this is very much about the balance of help and your own survival. Don't go against your own interest. And this is the union of these two ladies. They are in the serpent energy, so this is very much, like this is mine, this is mine, this is my interest, and they get bitchy. It can get emotional really quickly. It can get not even emotional, it can get aggressive. So they are playing out this aggression, but I don't think that this is actually, quite real. Because both of them turned out great, everything is fine, but this is not just about the helping. This is also about creating the conflict and squashing the conflict. It all happens within the same episode. It's good TV. One performs in the main episode, Onya gets off in Untucked. So it's like everybody has their own moment, what they're good at. Jules is nice and nurturing as the alchemist, as the dragon, and Onya, she is the one of the fiery lizards, and she can go off, and she has the opportunity to demonstrate how she goes off, and everybody's looking fine, in the end of the day. And cheers to Jules for the execution, for the perfection. She knows how important it all is, and hope she will be going far, but we're still waiting for that moment, for the big disappointment, for the big like the dark night of her whole life. So I hope it doesn't happen for her and she goes far, but there is something big happening right during the show. I hope the spine is going to be fine. I really hope so. So everything is fine, everything is great. So let's look at the interaction. Oh, it's all in Russian. It's fine. I'm from Russia. Yeah. Hello. Привет. Здравствуйте, девочки. So the union of a serpent is the common energy. This is Jules. This is Onya. And Jules is actually guided by the power of the serpent. So she makes her decision on the energy of the serpent. And when she just gets into the field, when the interaction with Onya happens, she naturally gets into this energy that guides her. So she's being drawn into this situation just by the fact of interaction with Onya. But she's also smart. She obviously knows what the TV is about, how to play the television, how to play the drama. We know who her mother is, who understands how to play Drag Race best. Trinity, if you live under the rock. Yeah, so she's well prepared. She's definitely well prepared. And they have in common the kin of the rhythmical serpent. That's what it's called. And that is actually the kin of cherry pie. Not to be mentioned, but if you will make a small dig about Cherry Pie, you will know that she had to be cut out of a lot of scenes of the episode, and the edit was changed a lot because she was playing a supporting role for a lot of girls to have their moments. So she was giving the moment to the girls around her. That's why a lot of the season was built around Cherry. So when she had to be cut out, there's a whole story. That's why Heidi got so much attention, and also this is why the whole script actually got cricket, and it's quite amazing that they still get an Emmy for that season, because that was definitely a disaster. But coming back to this topic is that this is being like a supporting role, and this is just like putting yourself into a certain environment, playing together with the situation for things to work out nicely. They probably, of course, they didn't plan probably that thing, but they have the mutual understanding of how the show is going on, and because serpent energy is also very close to the wizard energy, so this is very much about awareness of the production, and and you are participating very much into the production. So this is, I wouldn't say that this is very much planned, but I cannot say that this is not being like manufactured on the go. They know that they are producing some content and the scenes, and they squashed this whole story within the episode. They had it's like Shangela on All Stars 3 coming for Trixie, and then squashing it with Trixie with this episode. But I think this is more entertaining, because Onya is going off quite nicely, and Jules, she plays the victim, in this whole situation, so she gets her sympathy. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. This is basically the underline. So then we have the third part and the most important part of the main event of the whole episode. It is about the entering into the dimension of the wizard. The wizard is about the awareness of what is going on. What are you doing? And this is about putting yourself a little bit in a different position, in the position of the observer. Or in case of the production, you're putting yourself together with the producing team. You know the rules, and you make rules to work for yourself. This is what Lexi Love is doing. Lexi Love is the first participant of Drag Race, I think, ever, who enforced the rules on another player. This is playing on a different level. This is making the team. This is about knowing the rules. And this is about working it into your favor. It creates the drama. It shows that you're just like on the different level, which is what Devis do. Devis, they play on a different level. And we might see this kind of games, this kind of historical steps all along the season. So this is why I say that it changes a lot. This is the moment of awakening. You're not just like a hamster in a wheel. You are part of the team. You are part of the production. You are making the TV, and you also have a right to be an equal part of this team, and by knowing the rules you can play the rules well. So this is clever and this is historical. This is something new that never happened to Drag Race, and we need to look after events like this because they will probably occur after that in some different shape or form. So honorable mentions that we have is, of course, kind of making history. It's a stolen moment from the fashion show. It's fine, but the way she works it's the moment every time she brings something new, she brings something remarkable. So yeah, this is Lexi Love recap show, and I'm happy about it. Live with it. Then Lucy Tootsie Loot. So Lucy Toot, I mean, just look at that shape. Look at these boobies. Nicely positioned in the middle of her torso, making her so real and feminine. It doesn't matter that she looks like a cartoon character with the horns, but the body is so right, and she's serving the moment for me. So I really appreciate her. Also, Crystal Envy, came ready, going for the win. Every time showing up, doing a good job, going safe, fine, but she's there. She's ready, she's serving, and she's keeping it together. Let's put it that way. And again, showing that she's not the one to cross. Now we go into the bottom two. And in order to get into the situation better, you might want to check out the video reference about Joella and her portrait, about her trust issues that are going to be triggered on this season multiple times. And this is what is happening. The main task of her for the season that I was applauding for her too, when she was leaning into the drama and taking the role of somebody who calls out the situation. This is what she does well, but she did not trust the process. When RuPaul comes and tells you to switch things up, you go and take the chances. You go and switch things up, because this stuff that you are trying to produce right now is not working. And she did not trust to this situation, and she had to pay for that. Thank God for her seal of the night, for her ability to be competent, that she knew the word. That's what saved her. Also, if you haven't seen Untucked, the moment. The Untucked this season is something to talk about on a separate podcast, but I'm not going to go there too deep. But this is just the delusion and the confidence that I have been waiting for, in the video that I was giving about Joella. This is happening. This is exactly what she was brought there for, and she is giving the 100%. Love. Then, Lucky. The thing about Lucky is I didn't expect Lucky to crack under pressure at this moment. I did expect it to happen sooner or later, because that was the moment, the month that Lucky has got into the season. It was really quite tough and had to evolve, but it was also like on RuPaul's wavelength, and it was also about, be flexible and do whatever and try new things. And, we have to admit, what was done is very much outside of the comfort zone. The whole month of the shooting for Lucky, it was about getting out of the comfort zone, but sometimes it's a swing, sometimes it's a miss. Probably sometimes you're just going too far outside of your comfort zone, and probably something else within the framework of their skill set could have been done. But, what happened has happened, that's the result. I love the bone structure. I love how the classical look works on them, and I think this is lovely. But yeah, mama, this is garbage. Something absolutely amazing could have been created, and it didn't, because for weak spot of the fiery lizard is forcing things. You should not force yourself too hard. It has to be, spontaneous. Maybe they could have gone somewhere, over the top with what they do with their unconventional materials or some unconventional approach. But, that didn't happen, unfortunately. And also, they didn't know the words. This is the worst mistake that you can make, because it could have been the last episode for Joella easily, but they didn't go for the lyrics. They weren't ready, and that was the big mistake. So good luck to Joella. Still happy that she's staying, because she's gonna provide a lot of good content for all of us. But also about Lucky Star on their living moment, what I want to say, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be golden. This whole year after shooting of the season, this is the time for beginning of reaching the new quality of life for Lucky. And after where the season is airing, it's the last month of the year, so this is like the quintessential moment for Lucky to start living the way their ancestors were living, and begin a completely new life. And starting from February, from their birthday, this is going to be the year of sharing your vision, getting a lot of support, a launch for a big, great career, so the opportunities are there. The opportunities are lovely. And I think while looking at their cycles, I see that in my review, I was only looking at the dates of the shootings, but I don't see what is happening in their cycle in the release. And for Lucky, this is very lucky timing. This is a very good time to get the exposure, because the more they are being heard, and then the more they are being seen within this whole year of 2025, the more support will they get. So this is very good timing. This is very lucky timing. Although, they have been pork chopped. I think they're doing great. I give them my best wishes, and I hope you enjoyed the insight that I'm sharing, and you're finally getting to see the vision that I'm trying to share with you. So I hope we're gonna make it through this season, and enjoy it together, and you will see and you will get the insight that I have, and have the same pleasure that I have watching the season together with you. So thanks a lot for your time and for your attention, and I'll see you next Thursday. Goodbye.